3, 2, 1, okay. Here we are at Dta Industries, makers of the wonder drug Terminus. We've been given a rare opportunity to go inside the boardroom. So let's take a look.
Okay, let me get everybody's attention, please. Now, Dr. Steele, you've discovered the formula to unleash the pill in every corner of the world.
So thank you so much for having us in today.
My pleasure.
Just if you wouldn't mind stating your name and your job title for the camera.
Brendan Fletcher, CEO.
Excellent. So, Mr. Fletcher, you are the creative mind behind Dta Industries. Tell us more about that, please.
Well, I've started the company and it's been about 5 years, up and running and doing really well.
Excellent. And Dta Industries is behind the miracle drug Terminus.
That is correct.
All right.
And like you said, it is a miracle pill, you know. It does unbelievable things, you know. The plague is deadly. Not only it could help people get better, but also come back to their normal self like they were before. That's how miracle it is.
Now, the disease, tell us a bit about the disease.
The plague is, like I said, deadly, highly contagious. You know, once it enters the body, it attacks every bone, every organ, and finally it kills the brain. And there is no survival without this pill.
Okay. Speaking of Terminus, there's a new formula in the works, which will be easier to synthesize, making it quicker to get to market and able to get to more people.
That is correct. My beloved scientist, Dr. Steele, has invented a new formula to produce this drug worldwide, making it more cost effective. Everybody can afford it, especially the people who have this disease, which is fantastic, actually.
So you and Dr. Steele, who are some of the other names behind this?
Dr. Steele is my scientist, Alex Morrow, my chief operating officer, and Mr. Wilson, my quality control person.
Now, have you ever been personally affected by the disease yourself, or?
No?
So you're just behind this great breakthrough, just because?
Just because I want to give it back to the community, you know? I want to save lives. I want to help people. And that's the mission of Dta Industries.
Excellent.
The plague is now, and we need to act now. Because I want to take this company, and I'm going to make it a global empire. And I'm not going to let anybody stand in my way, you hear me?
Understood, Mr. Fletcher, but we cannot release this as of yet. Our recent tests have shown that our test subjects have seemed to have gotten some very vague side effects, and I can guarantee those would not be good to the public. If we were to release this today, I can guarantee that the public would get these side effects. And to make matters worse, they would probably sue us for billions of dollars of our company budget. Not only that, we haven't gone through every single mandatory test as of yet. So I suggest we restart our medication formula, then we work our way through the tests. This will take a few months, but we can get it going.
Dr. Steele, thank you so much for this. If you don't mind just saying your name and your title for the camera.
My name is Icarus Steele. I am the scientist of Dta Industries. Everyone knows me as Dr. Steele.
Excellent. And how long have you worked at Dta?
Ever since the beginning, for about 5 years now.
Excellent. And where did you work before Dta?
Mostly pharmaceutical supplies.
So you're very familiar with pharmaceuticals and how they work.
Indeed.
How do you feel about your new miracle drug?
Oh, Terminus, this is going to be the revolutionary drug of this year. Soon, all diseases will be brought down and destroyed, all thanks to Terminus.
Excellent. Now, Terminus is a miracle drug because of how it's treating the disease known as the plague. Do you want to tell us a bit about that right now?
The plague is the worst disease out there. All of those dreadful things it does to people. It makes them get overweight, it makes them depressed, it makes them want to commit suicide. But not anymore. Once Terminus is within their system, they will be cured forever.
And I hear there's a new formula that you're working on of Terminus?
Indeed. This new formula is going to release Terminus into the air and kill all the diseases and save the world.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Dr. Steele.
Likewise.
Few months? We don't have few months. We don't even have few days. Alex, can you talk some sense into Dr. Steele, please?
Listen, Dr. Steele, this sickness is spreading through the earth as we speak, and current treatments just are not keeping up, not by a long shot. These are people's families who are suffering and dying while we wait. We have a cure we can release. This cure has some side effects, but they are not as bad as the plague itself. There are a lot of people in line for this cure, and they need their medicine.
And you know who else is in line, Dr. Steele? Alex's wife.
Mr. Morrow, can I ask you a personal question?
Yes?
Do you know someone right now who's suffering from the disease?
My wife is.
When was she diagnosed?
2 days ago.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Mr. Morrow.
She's in line to get treatment, but there's like 250,000 people ahead of her.
And you're sure that you would want her to take this medication?
Yes. Anybody with this disease would take this medication. You don't know what the plague does to people.
Describe it to us. Describe it to the viewer at home, what you're going through. Tell them.
I mean, nothing quite yet. She has about 3 to 6 months before it gets serious, and then the symptoms become permanent.
Do you think that this is in any way affecting the way that you're making decisions at this company?
No, absolutely not. We need to get that cure out there. There's so many people suffering.
Thank you, Dr. Morrow.
Now, Mr. Wilson, what is your take on all of this?
Well, many important points have been brought up. I've been thinking about what's been said. I've been weighing it heavily. And I'd like to know one thing from you. What precautions have you taken to ensure people's safety?
Would you mind just stating your name and your company title for the camera?
Jack Wilson, Quality Control.
Okay, thank you. So, how long have you worked for Dta Industries?
I've worked for this company too long.
Okay. What is your relationship with, is it Mr. Fletcher? I think I have Brendan Fletcher.
The problem is with the company itself as a whole.
Okay.
Okay, so it's about, there's many people.
Would you like to elaborate on that for me?
Well, I've worked for this company for a long time, and I can't tell you how sick of it I am. I've had enough of it, okay? The improprieties that I've seen and the things that happened in the time that I've worked here are just appalling. And I'm so sick of it that I'm willing to risk my entire future, my job, to bring this to the public's attention, okay? So I'm glad for the opportunity to talk to you. So I'm not gonna single out one person in particular, but this company as a whole is so sick, so appalling. And there's many lives at stake, people's welfare, their well-being that's being compromised by this company.
All right. Well, Mr. Wilson, can we bring it back to the subject of the pill itself, Terminus? I was wondering if you might elaborate on a few of the side effects, having been someone working inside the company through the testing period.
It's just devastating. It's just devastating what could happen to people. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Do you understand the risk that I'm taking to share these things with you?
Now, I understand that you're very upset. I just would like to have you share with our viewers some of the things that have led to you to feeling this way. Would you mind telling us a bit of your story, Mr. Wilson?
In the time that I've worked here, I've just been treated like a piece of garbage. Just like a piece of garbage, okay? The things that I've shared, things that were so important, things that were so right, and they wouldn't listen to me. Do you understand how that must feel? Okay? Okay? And I've spoken up, and I've said the right things, but they're not listening.
What were your thoughts when they first released Terminus?
I'm completely against it. I'm completely against it with what it could do to people. You know, I mean, it's just a common sense decision. How on earth could a company do something like this? How could they do something like that? It's mind-boggling. You know, and I'm caught up in the middle of this.
Mr. We've heard rumors that they have formulated a new stable variety of the drug that is easier to synthesize, that will make it hit the market faster.
And what will it do to the people?
That's my question to you, Mr. Wilson. Will you elaborate for our viewers at home what this could possibly bring to the public at large any day now?
It would destroy the lives of families. It would destroy the lives of people. The way that it would impact them, impact their health, just cause devastating damage.
I see.
Like, you know, how can this happen? How can this happen in a civilized society? How?
How indeed, Mr. Wilson?
Well, the drug has been tested. We tested it to a group of people. 1/3 of them made full recovery. Well, 2/3 of them have side effects. But the plague outweighs all the side effects combined. Dr. Steele, I need the formula now.
So you need the formula now, Perhaps you'd like to test it for yourself.
What? What? Hey, get away from me. Hey, stop rolling. Take it out of my face. I mean it. Doc, stop. Stop rolling. Put it away. Stop rolling.
Mr. Fletcher's greed and abusive use of Dr. Steele's intelligence and Mr. Morrow's grief is astonishing. Mr. Wilson's courage today shed a very bright light on some very serious issues. Let's take these truths and do something to change this situation. Is that good? Are we out? Oh, God, that's so good. I smell Pulitzer. Yes! Oh, Jimmy, we're going to do this.